Nothing in this podcast or on our website should be construed as medical advice. Consult your healthcare provider for your individual nutritional and medical needs. The information presented is based on our research and is strictly that of the author and not necessarily those of any professional group or other individual.
Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers. Welcome to Sue's Healthy Minutes. I'm so excited you've joined me today, and I hope this episode encourages you and allows you to find the answers you have been praying for the health of you and your family. Today, on Sue's Healthy Minutes, I thought it would be fitting to share a few words about the true meaning of Memorial Day. In America, for most of us, it is usually thought of as a long holiday weekend filled with fun activities, marking the end of a school year for some and the official beginning of summer. The day is typically celebrated with an outdoor gathering of family and friends, often around a pool or a lake, and most often includes firing up the grill for a delicious meal. These are all great ways to celebrate the day, but it is also important to take a moment and remember the true meaning of the holiday and why we observe it on this day year after year. It was originally called Decoration Day from the early tradition of decorating the graves of the fallen Civil War soldiers with flowers, wreaths, and flags. The Civil War, which ended in the spring of 1865, claimed more lives than any conflict in U.S. history and required the establishment of the country's first national cemeteries. Memorial Day was a day for remembrance of those who died in service to our country. By the late 1860s, Americans in various towns and cities had begun holding springtime tributes to these countless fallen soldiers, decorating their graves with flowers and reciting prayers. In May of 1868, General John Logan, leader of an organization for Northern Civil War veterans, called for a nationwide day of remembrance later that month. The 30th of May, 1868, was chosen for Decoration Day, as he called it, because it wasn't the anniversary of any particular battle. It was designated for the purpose of decorating the graves of the many soldiers who died in defense of their country during the war, and as he stated, whose bodies now lie in almost every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. On the first Decoration Day, General James Garfield made a speech at Arlington National Cemetery, and 5,000 participants decorated the graves of the 20,000 Civil War soldiers buried there. This observance solidified the efforts of people throughout America to establish a day, a national day, to honor and remember fallen soldiers instead of various simple local observances. It is unclear exactly where this tradition originated. Numerous different communities may have independently initiated their own memorial gatherings, but some records show that one of the earliest Memorial Day commemorations was organized by a group of formerly enslaved people in Charleston, South Carolina, less than a month after the Confederacy surrendered in 1865. Various cities today claim the origination of the Memorial Day remembrance, but in 1966, the federal government declared Waterloo, New York, the official birthplace of Memorial Day. Waterloo, which first celebrated the day on May 5th, 1866, was chosen because it hosted an annual community-wide event during which businesses closed and residents decorated the graves of soldiers with flowers and flags. In 1873, New York was the first state to designate Memorial Day as a legal holiday. By the late 1800s, many more cities and communities observed Memorial Day, and several states had declared it a legal holiday. After World War I, it became an occasion for honoring those who died in all of America's wars and was then more widely established as a national holiday throughout the United States. In 1971, Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act and established that Memorial Day was to be commemorated on the last Monday of May. Today, Memorial Day is commemorated at Arlington National Cemetery each year with a ceremony in which a small American flag is placed on each grave. And traditionally, the president or vice president lays a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. But did you know that as part of this memorial observance, it was also established that each year on Memorial Day, a national moment of remembrance takes place at 3 p.m. local time. For sure, I hope you have fun times on Memorial Day, gathering with family and friends. But perhaps amidst all your gatherings, whether at 3 p.m. or another time, we could take a moment to remember those who have gone before us, to thank God for those who fought and died for the freedoms we get to enjoy in our great nation today. May God bless you and your family on this day and every day. And let us pray that God would once again bless America. Thank you for listening today. And until next time, this is Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minutes.
Sue's Healthy Minutes podcast has been a presentation by the Bread Beckers Incorporated located in Woodstock, Georgia. For more information, store hours, and learning opportunities, visit breadbeckers.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast and never miss an episode. Share this with 2 friends who would benefit from this information, and be sure to join us again next week for more of Sue's Healthy Minutes.